Hello again, YouTube. And yeah, it's been about a week since I made a video. This is really just going to be like an update video. Today is Thursday. Yeah. It's midday Thursday. It is about 1:20. Usually about this time I would be at Dynamic Recycling. This partly what this video is about Dynamic. Last Friday I showed up to work and I was there until about 11 a.m. and I got there at 8 every morning. And um, I got there and I'm working and stuff. They got rid of a bunch of people like they still did before. They hadn't hired anybody. That one guy that we weren't sure if was going to come back or not, he did come back. Um, but so I'm working with one of the temps that's covering for the position I used to work in. So I'm working and stuff, and my boss's boss comes over the intercom in the building and is like, "Hey, I need Brandon Prosser to my office." I'm like, "That's me, fuck." And so I go to his office, and he says, "You have too many late occurrences on your." I'm gonna find a place to set you guys down because I'm tired of walking around now. Um, you have over 8 late occurrences since you started working here in um, June of this year. That's a lot, and I do admit that is a lot. He said, and we have had meetings about this in the past. I just hadn't told anybody really at all about it, but he said, um, basically, we have to let you go. So now I'm out of a full time job, and I have a lot of shit going on right now, especially with the car. Um, and yeah, so I'm out of a full time job now. I still work at Regal. I told my boss over there open availability, so we're cool on that now. I actually worked a double last night or yesterday, and so that's what's happening. I do have a job interview at Lowe's on Monday. Um, So we'll see if that works. I also have a possible job prospect with my mom, or it's actually my stepdad's sister or cousin or whatever. She works for this place called Indion, and they are hiring a bunch of customer service representatives and IT department people and all that. I hope I get that, but I haven't heard anything about it in about 3 or 4 days. Well, it's actually been a week since I applied, but anyway. So, and I sent her the resume and the job description number and all that shit. So, I do have a job interview with Lowe's. If I don't get it Lowe's, I have a backup plan, and that is go apply for Home Depot the same way. The difference is I didn't think about this until after I already put in at Lowe's was I know someone that works at Home Depot, the one I would apply to, and she used to be a manager at Regal, the theater I work at. Um, so maybe. Um, so that happened last Friday. It is currently Thursday, so I've almost been a week of no full time job. I'm supposed to get my last check, I think, from there tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see what happens. um, and then other things that have happened. I actually got my tags today and my new license plate for my car today. Finally, after about 2 weeks of having the car. Um, so got that today, put it on. It's there. I also got the registration for it too. Um, also found out a couple days ago the Loot Crate new theme for October is, or no, it's for September because this month September. No, is it? No, it's is it for September? No, it's for October. Anyway, the theme for October you would think would be something scary, spooky, something along the lines of that. No, it's not. I'm not pissed off that it isn't, but I'm just saying you would think that was what it'd be. But the theme is time. So it's featuring stuff like Doctor Who and Back to the Future, anything time related in movies or TV shows or any of that. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm not really into Doctor Who. Kind of interested to see what Back to the Future would bring. And there's some other stuff. I'm sure there's going to be a watch of some sort. If there's not a watch in there, I'm going to be pissed. Because your theme is time and you don't have a watch, there's something wrong there. But there's that. So, yeah. So that's what's been going on for the past week. It's been a little. It seems like every time I think that it's going to calm down for a little bit and I'm going to go to normalcy, a bunch of crazy shit happens. Like, I go and they're like, oh, you work. I got the job at Dynamic. And so I start all this. I changed up the schedules and all that stuff. That shit was crazy. That took about 2 weeks to sort out. And then I think everything's going to be okay. And then my fucking car starts fucking up. And then I get a new car. And I have to go through that stuff again. And then registration and MARTA and all that shit. And then now I'm out of a full-time job again. Now I'm job searching again. If I get that job, that's something else that's going to take a while. And then who the fuck knows what else is here. And I'm still waiting on Metro to respond. Ooh. I'm still waiting on Metro to give me an answer or something. The last thing I heard from them, there's two job things I have for them. And one of them is ridiculously high pay. And one of them is still high pay, but it's not as ridiculous. And I'm still waiting on a response from them. I've heard one thing about the lower pay one, which if I get that, I'm fine. But I've only heard one thing about that, and it was that my application got received, and they said that twice. Other than that, I haven't heard anything about it. I'm really hoping to get one of those jobs because it would be so much easier to get that. And it would be higher pay. I could move out sooner because my plan right now is get a full-time job. If I get something that's higher paid than Dynamic was, then get there, save up enough money, move out on my own, get my own house, quit Regal. That's my plan. And then move on, do whatever the hell else. If I get a job that's lower paying than Dynamic or the same, then basically stay the course of what I was doing would be stay there until I either move up in the totem pole at that job or get somewhere else that's higher paying, because it was $12 an hour and stuff, but I couldn't do that because it was this is what there was one thing I learned in financial services or economics or whatever it was in high school. I don't remember the name of it, but you need at least, I think it was, to live comfortably, you need to at least make about $30,000 to $32,000 a year salary. I was making 26. If I would have stayed there for a full year, I would have made 26,000, a little over that, not including the profit sharing checks, which only come in like 3 times a year or 4 times a year. But that's no, it's not enough. And that's 26 plus Regal. So Regal was last year when I worked there for the full year, I made about $11,000. I haven't been working there the whole time, so you got to take that and cut it in basically not even like a quarter of that. So I make like $5,000, $6,000 maybe. So it's still not enough. So, or it's just under the amount. So wouldn't really work. Plus, it's killing myself to do that. Now, see, here's the problem though. Is I'm gonna explain this. I'm gonna try to cut it off, but The problem is right now, my living situation right now is I'm having to spend a shitload of money to pay for the electricity in this house, to drive the way I drive, how far I drive. It's 28 miles one way to Opry Mills. That's a lot of bullshittery. I have to get up earlier. I have to pay for all this extra shit and yada yada yada. So, um, if I move into an apartment or even my own house, I'm going to have a house note, but the electricity bill is going to go down, and everything else is going to go down. I won't have to drive as far, so I won't have to waste as much money on gas. I won't have to get my oil changed as much either. So it evens itself out. I think the water bill actually goes up because we have sewage out here, so it's like $6 a month. But in the city, it's up because it's city water, so it's like $20 a month. But then the trash in some apartments is included. I don't know. It's a whole fucking thing. Like my trash bill here is $66, and that's for 3 months. Um, it's a whole fucking thing. So I don't even fucking know anymore. We'll see how it works. I hope to get somewhere that's higher paying dynamic, even if it's like $13 an hour. It would help. Um, but I did post some gaming content last night, not last night, night before last on YouTube. I need to edit those a little bit to where they have the description and all that shit. So remember, like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Like the Facebook page will be linked down below in the description. Next video should be, unless some crazy shit happens, it should be, the next video, it should be a update on the job. If I do get lows, of course, I will post that and tell everyone about it. If I do not get it, then I won't say anything, and I'll just post something whenever I get a job, or until I have a next loot crate. So, there's that. So, I will see you guys whenever the hell that happens, and I might have some gaming videos in between there. So, bye.